Hello and good morning, everyone, and thank you for the Egyptian Vascular Society for the invite. I'll be talking today about one type of branch endograft, which is relatively new, so please ask me any question you like after, and I appreciate this can be one of the unusual endograft that we need to discuss and explain today. So what is inner branch endograft? You're probably familiar with the fenestrated and branch endovascular repair, like a T-branch or fenestrated FIVA. But a branch endograft is a branch graft where you have a stent for aortic repair, where the branches are on the inside of the graft. So as you see here, if the pointer works, so it's somewhere here where the branches, you can see them from the inside and they exit outside like this, and we expect the stent to come around this way. And the point of today is to discuss the difference between this design and the benefit of this design over other designs. The concept is you have an aorta, you have aneurysm, you place the stent proximally in the sealing zone where you have a healthy aorta. You have the branch on the inside of the graft, and you can put a stent through to your target vessel, which is your renal artery or visceral arteries. And you try to achieve certain things, save some intercostal arteries, and take it from there. The concept, it works in narrow lumen, it utilizes the sealing zone better, and it's easier to plan. You don't have the same complexity and precision required like fenestrated repair. This is what we are trying to achieve, a stent that would go around angulation as you see here, where you can connect the branches to the relevant vessel. There are different designs of these inner branches. So the most common one is by Jotec, currently called Artivion, this one on the right. There's also one from Cook, which is relatively new as well, and a fewer cases, while the Jotec one has been around for longer. Let's go back one. There's also the Gore-Tambi graft, which is under research process and investigational stage, so it's not yet available commercially. So different designs. Here we show you one example of inner branch. This is a Cook. This is an endograft here. You have a diamond where the outlet of the branch and the branches are looking like this. There's another design as well where you potentially combine inner branches, two here for the SMA and cilia, with two fenestration, one for each renal. There are also other options, the most common one, which is the Artivion, where you can design it according to the anatomy you prefer, whether you have two renal arteries or three renal arteries, or as you like. And you have this option, the graft, which is tapered, giving you a space to enter each branch and place a bridging stent. So it's more kind of patient-tailored position and has different designs like integrated limb. You don't have to put the distal body. So it makes the procedure more predictable and the risk lower of various potential adverse outcome. Finally, there is off-the-shelf option. This is an inner branch endograft where you have a pre-cannulated branches. You see here the pre-cannulation, and that allows you to get into the branch through steps, so the learning curve is generally easier. And that covers a wide range of anatomy, so this option can allow you to enter vessel, not necessarily opposite the target, but within a range. When we look at the data, so there's a lot more data on the Jotec inner branches published, some of it from our center in London, some from other centers. There's one study about the Cook design some time ago, so we are looking to bring more data hopefully very soon. This is our center publication about this design in the Journal of Vascular Surgery. This is 1 year outcome, so it's from 2018, published about 2-3 years ago, and overall very good results and low re-intervention and occlusion rate. We followed up our data. We have 35 cases with 5 years now since we started, and we have more obviously intervention, 2 renal branches occlusion. This is out of 35 cases, so it's kind of the average, like most endograph. But what are the benefits? The benefit, can treat wider range of anatomy, more complex cases. Here you see the angulation. If you have to do fenestrated, it's going to be quite extreme angulation to get through. It's possible, but it's unnecessary if you have a different design. So this kind of option gave us more tailored way. We can also change the proximal landing zone, which is different to other branch grafts, so we can have a shorter design. We can treat aneurysm with type 1 endoleak, and that's a very useful design to treat this condition. We've all seen EVAs with a type 1 endoleak. And also, because of the design, you can do 1 vessel at a time, and you can come from below with retrograde approach. So in summary, this design will allow you to treat more challenging range of anatomies, more angulation, narrow lumen, and less unpredictability compared to fenestrated repair. It's definitely easier to learn because you are doing 1 step at a time, and you have the advantage of pre-cannulation on all of the shelf designs. Having off-the-shelf option for some of the urgent aneurysm and large aneurysm add to the offering we have. So if we have a condition where we don't have an option available right now, off-the-shelf is very useful. So those are, in general, the advantage of having another endograft available for us to treat in addition to what we already have. I think that's all what I want to say about it. Obviously, very happy to take questions when the chairman wants.